Yeah, it's me again, walking in this thick fucking fog. I know I didn't curse in like the first 32 seconds of the video. I'll probably get ad blocked or something, but whatever. I barely monetize these videos anyway, but regardless. What's up, everybody? ADS Play 101 here, World Warriors Collective. Hope you guys are enjoying the merch purchase post we're making on the community tab. When the amount of merchandise I put in there like maxes out, like when I did everything, I'm gonna just restart it. The whole point is to promote the fact that I have the merch, not that not that I'm trying to spam the community tab with just that. It's just I really need people to know that I need people to know that I got merchandise for sale. So I think that's the best way for me to do it for the time being. And it also helps me practice with consistency, which is something that I don't really do too often, which sucks, which is being a reason for my downfall, I would say. But as I am walking through this thick fog, I just had some things in my mind. This is a discussion 101. I haven't done too many of these over the years because I felt like the common sense of the general populace has become so fragile and so sensitive and so weak that when you give somebody a compliment, they take it as an insult and they take it as disrespect. Or when you try to educate somebody and try to better them, being that you've been through certain situations before and you're trying to prevent them from going through certain situations, it's like they're taking it that they're not taking it as a critique to better themselves. They're taking it as you attacking them, because they just have this unrealistic standard set on themselves where they believe that they're just supposed to be born with all the knowledge in the world. You know what I mean? And they're just trying to continuously put themselves up on a pedestal that they're not ready to be on because they don't have the experience to be on that. You know what I mean? Not everybody is going to be born with an IQ of like 300. That's rare. Okay? To all my anime fans out there, everybody can't be a Shikamaru. Some people going to have to be Naruto's. You know what I mean? You're going to have to be a genius in different aspects. So different elements of life. So with that being said, I think it's important to tell you guys what I'm never going to do on this channel. And I think that's important because it's a lot of things that I did, like the reactions. I'm starting to get back into that. There's a few more reactions that I have to do when I get back to the house because I'm off after the night. So there's a few. I thought the Red Samurai Ranger got a character trailer for Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. I don't even think I did the Wolf Ranger from Jungle Fury. And by the way, it's actually the female samurai Red Ranger from Power Rangers Samurai. She didn't have a long stay in the series. Like, she wasn't in the series for long. She was only in there for like a few episodes. Because I think like the original Red Ranger, he lost his powers or something like that. And his sister came there to take over as the Red Ranger for the time being. So that happened. But yeah, video game playthroughs, of course. I need to find a better way to separate myself from the pack, because one thing about me is that I'm never too loud. I don't never give off fake reactions. Everything I do is genuine. I pride myself on being a genuine person. So of course that's going to translate into the work I produce. Naturally, I'm not loud unless I'm literally that excited. So when I feel the excitement, you guys are going to feel it. I don't just yell and make these stupid faces just for the fuck of it. You'll never see me do that. Another thing you guys will never see me do is pranks. I have no interest whatsoever to do pranks whatsoever. Because when you're a person that done been through, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna sit here and act like I had the hardest life, but I didn't have an easy life either. But when you're somebody that been through a certain amount of adversity in your adolescent years, you kind of grow up with a different respect for people as you get older. And you don't want people to do shit to you that you don't want, you don't want to do anything to somebody else that you don't want done to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, time is precious, and even though you got to have fun and you got to be able to, enjoy yourself, you don't necessarily have to do that at somebody else's expense, especially when you don't know that person well enough to be doing those things. I'm not going to mention any names of people who do it, because I guarantee you can just go across YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and fucking Vine and TikTok and all these other things, all these other sites, and find various videos of people doing these ridiculous ass pranks for any type of attention. But the thing is, and this is where it comes in for me, you don't understand the amount of danger you're putting yourself in when you do these type of shits. Like, especially the ones where they like to prank people in person. Everybody's not going for that. Some people are basically built to respond to things in a different way. And the way that they respond to them isn't the way that you're used to people reacting. For example, I'm not gonna say no names, but I seen a video of a guy who was pranking this other individual. He called him for an interview. The guy pulled up to the spot where the location was. It was in like a parking lot. He got in his car, put his camera up on his phone, and he proceeded to pranking him right off the bat. He called him by an old name that he didn't want to go by anymore. So off the jump, he was already bullshitting with him from the gate. So some of y'all may know who I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna say no names. And if the name gets dropped in the comments, I'm gonna delete it, because I really don't want that negativity coming my way. But nevertheless, what happened was he kept trolling the guy so much to the point that when an individual got tired of him, disrespecting him, saying that his music was trash and all this other shit, he ended up, the guy who was getting interviewed, he called his goons on him, which was like little teenagers, whoever. You know what I'm saying? He called them on him, and he got the response he was looking for. The thing is, when you do shit like that, again, you don't know the risk that you're taking with that, because not everybody is going to tolerate disrespect like that. Everybody isn't at that point in their life where they can. Everybody isn't at that point in their life where they can just take disrespect as like a lighthearted joke. Some people is taught to, for lack of better words, end your life at the first sign of disrespect. You know what I mean? Because some people just aren't going to tolerate that. They weren't raised to tolerate that. Because the world that they come from, disrespect is a sign of weakness. It's not necessarily a sign of ignorance. You accepting disrespect is like, or I wouldn't say accepting it, but you taking disrespect is like a sign of weakness. So if you don't respond to that immediately, it's like you losing respect. And respect in some worlds that people live in is literally everything. Meaning that with respect, I can walk around safely. I can walk around with people knowing that I'm the guy that shouldn't be messed with. You know what I mean? That helps a lot of people survive in the world, believe it or not. I know some of y'all grow up in these suburban areas, and y'all go to Catholic schools, and y'all go to private schools and all this other shit. Y'all have no clue, not even the slightest, because y'all get all y'all information about living like that through movies, through music videos, and through television. that doesn't accurately depict how the people in that world lives. So you're only getting what they want to show you. You know, if I show you like if I show you a scene from a movie, like non-stop, like if I just keep showing you the scene of a movie about a certain city, and I do that every year, all right, so let's say for like the next 10 years, I give you a movie talking about a certain city, and I do like one movie a year, right? And as I'm doing that, I'm only showing you the worst parts of the city, which might be like a very small portion. The image that's getting placed out there is that this city is a very bad place. But for the people that actually live there, they have to take to social media and probably tell you, hey, it's not that bad. They're lying. They're trying to capitalize, you know, and they've been doing this in Africa for years. Africa has some of the most beautiful cities in the entire world. And again, you got to find out about this from people that actually live in those environments. Every time you turn on the TV, there's these celebrities going over there trying to help the poor parts of Africa, when they got places in the United States in their own goddamn backyard that's just as bad, if not worse, as what the little poor parts of Africa is going through. You know what I mean? It's literally just as bad, if not worse. You got some people that are so, how can I put it? You got some people that are so caught up in wanting to have good PR, and they know going to Africa is like the top way to do that, to make yourself look like a nice person. Oh, we're gonna travel overseas and help the less fortunate. They don't even do that to the people that's living in their own backyard, because it's all about publicity. And over the years, that has been the number one way for any celebrity to gain any type of, I guess you could say, good public relations, is to say that you're going to Africa and you're finna help the poor people over there when the people over here need just as much help, if not more. You know what I mean? So it's a very guerrilla social tactic, I would say, because it's all bullshit. Meaning that they're using that for their own benefit. They're not really using it to actually help the people. You know, so that's all it is. How you doing? But yeah, so you will never see me doing any type of pranks or any type of crazy outlandish acts. Like, I'm not finna do no backflip off of a building for views. I'm not finna do, you know, like I may do like a haircut challenge or something like that. Like, if I reach X amount of subs, I might cut my hair, because I've been thinking about cutting my hair for a while. My hair actually comes down to my shoulders. I never showed the length of my hair. After a while, I guess I need like a fresh cut, you know. But other than that, man, I'm at that point where it's like, if it ain't genuine, just don't, you know what I mean? Don't bother me with it. That's basically what it is. And I'm trying to give you genuine entertainment, which isn't easy to do when everybody is just into these train wreck of streamers and things of that nature. Everybody is into these like train wrecks, to where it's just like they're more into being famous than they are being wealthy. Now, wealthy has nothing to do with money, but basically that's what I'm saying. And for those of you who don't understand what I mean when I say wealthy has nothing to do with money, wealth has nothing to do with what you have. It has everything to do with what you don't have. And the more you can do without and still be yourself, wealth is then determined by that. So see what time it is. 1:26. But yeah, it's at that point where there's a little crow right there. You can't see him. Don't know if you can see him good, but he's right there. But yeah, so you'll never see me doing any outlandish, crazy things like that. It's just not gonna happen. But with that being said, I gotta head to work. So, yeah, like I said, I got tomorrow off, so I'm gonna just take advantage of that day and get a lot more done. You guys know I still been working on the music. You know, it's a journey. I don't really know how to document it like that, but I'm doing it one song at a time. I'm not gonna rush it. I'm gonna just take my time with it, and you know what I'm saying, like just make the best out of it. So that being said, thank you guys for watching. Peace. Remember, be humble in victory, be gracious in defeat, show no mercy in battle. Stand in truth. You'll never have to stand by the lie. There's no such thing as your truth. Your truth doesn't exist. There's only the truth. And every day you wake up, you got to decide which side you want to stand on, by the truth or by the lie. Live truthfully.